You know that feeling? The one where the engine is humming just right. The road is a perfect ribbon of asphalt. And for a few blissful moments, the world and all its noise just melts away. That's why we ride. It's our therapy, our escape, our church of the open road. But let's be honest. For every moment of two-wheeled zen, there's a dozen tiny, infuriating paper cuts that make you want to scream inside your helmet. We're not talking about the big, obvious dangers. We're talking about the slow burn, the daily grind, the constant stream of nonsense that every single true rider understands on a spiritual level. If you've ever gripped your bars just a little tighter out of pure frustration, then you, my friend, are in the right place. In fact, if you know what I'm talking about, do me a favor right now and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because this community is your therapy group. Today, we're diving into the real list, the stuff that grinds our gears and makes us question humanity. Let's get into it. First up, the unsolicited safety lecture from someone who's never even sat on a motorcycle. It always starts the same way. You pull up to a family gathering or a work event, and there's that one person, usually a distant cousin or a guy from accounting named Barry, who looks at your machine with a concerned frown. "You're brave," they'll say, as if you just wrestled a bear. Then comes the inevitable, "You know, my friend's nephew's mailman crashed one of those. It's so dangerous." "Oh, really, Barry? I had no idea. Thank you for this groundbreaking insight. I thought these two wheels and a 1000cc engine were for safely transporting groceries." They deliver this advice like they're the first person to ever consider the risks, completely ignoring the thousands of dollars in gear you're wearing, the advanced riding courses you've taken, and the years of experience you have. It's not just annoying, it's insulting. It dismisses our passion as a reckless death wish. We don't need your second-hand horror stories. We live in the real world, we understand the risks, and we choose to ride anyway. So next time, just say, "Nice bike," and move on. Next, we have the classic phrase that sends a chill down every rider's spine. "Wow, cool! Can I try it?" No, you cannot. There seems to be a fundamental misunderstanding among the uninitiated. They see a motorcycle and think it's a big, loud toy, like a jet ski or a go-kart. They don't see the thousands of hours of practice it takes to master the clutch, the throttle, the delicate balance of a slow-speed turn. They don't see the machine that costs more than their first car, a machine you've poured your blood, sweat, and money into. Handing over the keys to a novice is like giving a toddler a loaded weapon. Yet they ask so casually, as if they're asking to borrow a pen. And when you politely decline, you're the bad guy. You're no fun. "No, I'm not interested in watching you dump my pride and joy in a parking lot because you've never ridden anything more powerful than a lawnmower." Respect the machine, respect the rider, and understand that no is the only sane answer. Let's talk about parking. Specifically, motorcycle-designated parking. Those beautiful, tiny spots, perfectly sized for us, often right by the entrance. It's one of the few perks we get. So, there is a special kind of rage reserved for the moment you pull into a packed lot, spot the motorcycle parking from a distance, and as you get closer, you see it. A giant SUV, straddling the line, taking up 3 motorcycle spots. The driver was probably thinking, "Look at all this empty space. It's perfect for my land yacht." They have 1,000 other spots to choose from, but they chose ours. It's the ultimate act of spatial ignorance and disrespect. It tells us that our space, our very presence, is an afterthought. And don't even get me started on the people in regular spots who park so close to your bike that you have to perform a 10-point turn just to get out without scratching their door or your panniers. They wouldn't park that close to another car. But a bike? It's practically invisible to them. Here's one that hits deep. You find it. The perfect road. You've seen it on a map, or a friend told you about it. It's a winding piece of heaven, full of sweepers, hairpins, and beautiful scenery. You ride for an hour just to get there. The sun is out, your tires are warm, and you're ready. You lean into that first glorious corner, and then you see it. Gravel. A fresh patch of it. Spread across the apex like a cruel joke. Or worse, tar snakes, glistening in the sun, ready to make your tires squirm. Or a brand new, unseen pothole, waiting to swallow your front wheel. The dream is instantly shattered. Your beautiful flowing rhythm is replaced by a tense, cautious crawl. The entire ride you've been looking forward to is now a minefield. It's a betrayal by the very road you came to worship. A reminder that no matter how prepared you are, the world can and will throw sand in your gears, literally. And what about the gear snobs? We've all met one. The rider who's more brand ambassador than biker. They're decked out head to toe in a single, matching $1,000 race suit, even for a 10-minute ride to get coffee. They look at your perfectly functional but mismatched textile jacket and armored jeans with a look of pure disdain. They'll start a conversation not by asking where you've ridden, but by questioning the crash test rating of your gloves. For them, riding isn't about the freedom or the journey, it's about the catalog. It's about having the latest helmet, the most expensive exhaust, the correct brand logos. They forget that the spirit of motorcycling has always been about freedom and individuality. It doesn't matter if you're on a 20-year-old cruiser or a brand new superbike, wearing leather or textile. We're all part of the same tribe. Judging someone because their gear isn't from the right page of a magazine is the most unrider thing you can do. This one is a cardinal sin. People who touch your bike without asking. You park your bike, you walk away for 5 minutes, and when you come back, there's a stranger leaning on it. Or worse, they've put their kid on the seat for a photo op. You see their greasy fingerprints all over your freshly polished tank. A motorcycle is a personal thing. It's an extension of us. An uninvited touch feels like a violation. They don't understand the balance, the weight. They could knock it over, scratch the paint, or damage a lever without even realizing it. You wouldn't walk up to a stranger's classic car and start fiddling with the mirrors, so why is a motorcycle a public commodity? It's a complete lack of boundaries that drives riders insane. A simple, "Hey, mind if I take a closer look?" is all it takes. But the silent assumption that your property is their playground is infuriating. Finally, let's pour one out for the Forever Project. You bought it with the best of intentions. A classic bike, a great deal, just needs a little work. You told yourself it would be a fun weekend project. That was 6 months ago. Now it sits in the corner of your garage, half disassembled, a monument to your ambition and a source of constant guilt. Every time you walk past it, it mocks you. The parts you ordered were wrong. A simple bolt is seized beyond salvation. The wiring diagram looks like a bowl of spaghetti. Your quick project has turned into a money pit and a time vampire, preventing you from riding the bike that actually works. Your significant other asks, "Are you ever going to finish that thing?" And a little piece of your soul dies. It's the curse of the rider who loves to tinker, a self-inflicted wound that festers with every passing weekend. But you know what? Despite all of it, the lectures, the dumb questions, the ruined roads, the project bikes, we still ride. Because That one perfect moment on that one perfect road makes it all worth it. The passion is stronger than the frustration. So, what did I miss? What's the one thing that makes you clench your jaw inside your helmet? Drop it in the comments below. Let's make the ultimate list. And if this felt like a good rant, hit that like button, and I'll see you on the next one. Ride smart, ride safe, and keep the shiny side up.